red flag clears at the front, and 2025 Moto2 is ready for go here in Thailand. It's lights out, and we are racing in Moto2 here in Buram. It's a brilliant start from the middle of that front row by Celestino Vietti, and seru has got away well too from fourth in the grid. Connect completely missed the start. He's dropped back into fifth place for Fantic Racing, but Vietti it is that leads here in Thailand.
Yeah, Connect having an absolute shocker. Both of the Fantic riders pour away from the line. Connect's running fourth or fifth. Baltas, you can see just behind him, he's got Ramirez and Guevara for company. Guevara's had a really good start. He's up into the top six.
Yeah, very aggressive on the inside of Ramirez there. His fellow Spaniard into that tight turn through. They now all power out towards for a bit of elbows further back there between Huertas and Navarro. Of course, a couple of former World Supersport foes together.
And Guevara there comes to the picture now in fifth place. He's also gone through on Aaron Connect, so keep an eye out on the Blue Crew Premac Yamaha rider, making good early progress as the top two already look to try and put a bit of distance to themselves. Vietti from Gonzalez, the good news for him, although he's lost the lead, the rider really behind him is his teammate Aegis.
3 weeks fixed for Guevara's breakfast this morning. He's been absolutely sensational at the start of this Grand Prix. Running wide, there goes Darren Binder. Yellow flags out in sector 3. And unfortunately, Clink Forward Factory Racing Team's Buram Grand Prix has been an absolute unmitigated shocker. Alex Escree's not even making the start, and now on the very first lap, his teammate Navarro down and out.
Well, he was having that busy battle out of turn 3 with Huertas, wasn't he? Whether that continued or not, down to turn 5, we'll have to see if we've got some footage of it. Ramirez having a look at the inside of Connect, who's finding a bit of rearguard action on this first lap of the race. If Connect's going to match his Buram victory of last season, he's going to have to get his skates on.
Big win on that first lap was Guevara, wasn't it? Started in 11th place, up to 5th.
He's gained 4 places on this opening lap.
Jake Dixon started and is now back into P8. He's retaliated on Diogo Moreira. Here comes Binder now on Aegis. He's got in a little bit too hot though. Aegis just seizing back the inside line through 5 and 6. Good battle that going on between the Aussie and the South African.
The rider who will be really frustrated here will be Connect in 6th place. If he feels he's got a pace to go with the top 2, which is now being led by Gonzalez, who comes up the inside of Celestino Vietti. Key move that for Gonzalez. If he's got the pace to pull away, Celestino Vietti is trying not to give him that luxury.
Yeah, nice turning there, wasn't it? Precision personified there on that Bosca scorer by Celestino Vietti. Quickly back at the front, they're not letting Gonzalez get clear track ahead of him, because Gonzalez has threatened to have the pace if he can get to the front to try and check out here. There's Aegis, real good battle he's raging with Binder at the moment for that final place on the podium. Vietti then does lead over the line. It's Darren Binder that's on from 5th on the grid. Here's Binder sending it again. He tried this move on the previous lap at 5 on Aegis, and this time around he has made it work. No, he hasn't. Once again on that little transition, that little squirt of acceleration between 5 and 6, Aegis is just able to run that tighter line through.
Gonzalez back ahead of Vietti once again, but look at Vietti, he's not allowing Gonzalez a moment of a breather here, but Gonzalez braided out around the outside that time into turn and break, and he does now have that empty tarmac ahead of him.
I think Vietti knows the danger is here if you let Gonzalez get into his stride here, and then he's got the pace to try and break away. That's why Vietti has been quite keen to tough it out with Gonzalez. So now what can Gonzalez do? As we mentioned pre-race when he spoke with the Jack on the grid, he really was bullish, wasn't he?